and the privileges of the floor are granted. Chair now recognizes the junior senator from Loudoun, Senator Perry, for the purpose of presenting our distinguished guests.
Good morning, Madam President. I rise for an introduction.
Good afternoon. The senator has the floor.
Madam President, today on the floor with us is my dear friend, my constituent, and my Congresswoman, Jennifer Wexton. Yesterday, we passed a resolution in this body commending her for her incredible career of service to the Commonwealth. And today she is here with us in the body where she spent 6 years serving the district I'm now privileged to represent. I met Jennifer when I was 22 years old. At that time, she was already a successful practicing attorney. And I was a young girl who had just graduated from college and was working her way through law school. By that time, she had already served as a prosecutor, fighting relentlessly for victims of domestic violence, and was spending her time in private practice, serving as a guardian ad litem, protecting children in vulnerable situations. I watched as she went from there, running, winning her seat in a special election, serving in the Senate here, and throughout her time, passing measures to make online pedophiles easier to prosecute, empowering victims of revenge porn by allowing them to file lawsuits, regulating daycare centers, improving access to opioid overdose reversal drugs, securing a woman's right to breastfeed in public places, and her proudest vote in the General Assembly, expanding Medicaid in 2018, enabling hundreds of thousands of Virginians access to affordable health care. From there, she went on to run for Congress, also successfully winning and flipping that seat. In Congress, she has expanded funding for opioid addiction research, safeguarded Americans' retirement savings during COVID-19, protected leave benefits for federal workers, modernized the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, allowed student veterans to use their benefits to study overseas, served on the powerful House Appropriations Committee, where she's responsible for securing funding for all of the federal government's spending programs, focusing heavily on transportation and housing. She's also managed to found the Congressional Task Force on Digital Citizenship, which aims to better equip Americans with tools to engage responsibly in an increasingly digital world, and has founded the Bipartisan Congressional Agritourism Caucus, which supports the agritourism industry and highlights its importance to local economies and communities. On top of all those accomplishments, she's also managed to be well loved in her district, a district that is politically and geographically diverse. And since I've been here in this body, rarely has a day passed where someone hasn't raised her name to me to tell me how loved she is and how much they miss her. And that's regardless of which side of the political aisle you sit on. And I'm routinely reminded that that is what true leadership looks like, and is emblematic of a career that's been focused on public service, friendship, trailblazing, and general badassery. This past year, as I ran for office, I was often at events with Jennifer. And because we share similar backgrounds, I was often introduced as being the political child of Congresswoman Wexton and Congresswoman Spanberger. But I actually disagree with that assessment, as both of them are far too young to be my mother. And I like to think of them as big sisters who have enormous footsteps to try to walk in, to follow in, and to keep up. Today, I hope the members of this body will join me in celebrating Congresswoman Wexton and all of her accomplishments, and the members of this body will join me in thanking her for her many, many years of service to the Commonwealth, to this, and to our country. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank the senator. If we will join now in welcoming our distinguished guest. Chair now recognizes the senator from Orange, Senator Reeves.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise for an introduction.
The senator may continue.
Madam President, it's my honor today